Let me tell you, mornings are usually predictable. I get it. Humans think they're important, but they seem to need a lot of repetition to feel secure. My guy, Henry, is no different. He's that big-hearted, soft guy who can get totally jazzed over spreadsheets, whatever those are. But there's this one day each week when he acts kind of shifty. He'll glance down at me, throw his little work bag in the corner instead of grabbing it, and then say, "Hey Frank, ready for the beach?" Now, I may be a bulldog with short legs, but I'm a genius in one department, recognizing the beach day signs. The chariot, or what Henry calls his car, whisks us to the shore. To me, it's a funny metal box that makes a whole lot of noise and shakes around. He always makes sure I'm buckled in the back, safe and sound, like I'm some kind of fancy prince. Sure, I'll give him that. I like pretending to be important, just lounging in the back seat, tongue hanging out like I own the world. I see Henry sneaking glances at me from the mirror and grinning. Yeah, he knows how good I look. And then we finally get there. The second the car door opens, the fresh, salty air hits me. That's when it happens. A zing of electricity down my spine, paws twitching. I can feel the freedom waiting just a few sandy steps away. Let me tell you something. Sand is weird. It's soft, it's warm, and it squishes between my toes in the strangest way. I always have to do a little wiggle just to get used to it. Henry laughs every time. He thinks it's hilarious that I do this strange dance, but hey, I'm just calibrating my settings. Can't jump headfirst into a day without some good traction. And as I hit the sand, I feel this rush. A bulldog like me feels fast, powerful even. I charge ahead, running like I'm the fastest pup on the beach. Never mind that I'm panting within 5 minutes. Freedom isn't about stamina. It's about those first glorious moments. Ah, the beach crowd. You've got your types, just like the dog park, only bigger. There's always a couple of loud guys throwing balls and frisbees around, showing off. A few humans sipping colorful drinks in weird chairs, as if they can't sit on the sand like normal folks. And then, of course, there are other dogs. Big dogs, small dogs, dogs who act all serious like they're on a mission, and the ones that are just as goofy as me. Henry's got his "don't go too far, Frank" voice, but we both know he loves seeing me make new friends. Today, I spot a fluffy retriever. I'm thinking, why not? So, I barrel up to him, doing my best tough guy strut, and give him my friendliest snort. He gives me a once-over, gives his tail a wag, and we're off, rolling around in the sand like we own the place. Humans don't get it. Water isn't just water. There's rain, hate it. Bath water, don't get me started. And then there's ocean water. Ocean water has its own set of rules. It sneaks up on you, slaps you in the face, and then just disappears as if it's playing hard to get. But I'm up for the challenge. I prance right up to the edge, give it a sniff, and wait for the next wave to roll in. Here it comes, swoosh, and it's chilly, splashing my legs, and whoa, I nearly topple over. But I don't let it see me sweat. Nope, I shake myself off and trot right back up to Henry, who's cheering me on like I just won the Olympics. You know, humans are funny. They walk around the beach looking for seashells, pebbles, and other so-called treasures. But we dogs know where the real treasure lies, underground. Every good beach day involves a solid digging session. So I find myself a good spot, away from the tide, and get to work. Paws flying, sand spraying, nose buried deep in the cool, damp sand. Henry's all, "Frank, what are you doing?" As if I'm supposed to answer mid-dig. Silly Henry, always asking the obvious questions. I shoot him a look. Don't disturb the artist at work, buddy. He finally gives up, snaps a picture, and lets me carry on. I have no idea what I'm looking for, but that's half the fun. Let's get one thing clear. No day at the beach is complete without a snack. And I'm not talking about kibble. Oh no. Henry usually brings me the good stuff on beach days. Today, he pulls out the prize, a big, juicy, slightly too ripe peach. I practically drool as he peels it, and as soon as he holds it out, I go for it, tongue first. Nothing says freedom like sweet, sticky peach juice all over my jowls and a couple of chunks scattered in the sand. Henry laughs, tries to wipe my face, but I dodge him. We both know this is part of my beach look. He sighs and gives me a pat, muttering something about me being hopeless. After a while, I got to admit, the sun starts to feel like a heavy blanket. Bulldogs are built for strength, not stamina. So I find myself a good spot under a big umbrella, plop down, and let out the world's biggest sigh. Henry settles next to me, flipping through his book, but he keeps glancing down, giving me that soft smile like he can't believe his luck having me around. Honestly, I don't blame him. I'm pretty awesome. Sometimes I just lay there and close my eyes. The waves are a steady rhythm in the background. The laughter of kids and bark of other dogs fades out, and it's just me, the sand, and that salty ocean breeze. I feel totally, completely free. No leashes, no collars, no rules. Just a bulldog and his beach. Just a bulldog. It's funny, even with Henry by my side, I feel like I'm on my own little adventure. No one to please, no one to impress. Just me, living my best beach life. And then, as it always happens, Henry gives me the time to pack it up look. I try to give him the old puppy eyes, but he just shakes his head and mutters, "Don't even try it, Frank." He grabs my towel, wipes the last bit of sand from my paws, and hoists me back into the car. I'll admit it, the car ride back is a whole different vibe. I'm so wiped I can barely keep my eyes open. I rest my head on the seat, drifting in and out of sleep, sand still clinging to my fur. My beach day may be over, but the memory stays with me. We get back, and as soon as Henry opens the car door, I wobble out, feeling that delightful mix of exhaustion and happiness. The sand falls off in little trails as I make my way into the apartment, giving Henry yet another task of cleaning up after Frank. He grumbles, but I know he doesn't mean it. He's probably just as tired as I am. Once we're inside, he gives me a quick bath. Ugh, my least favorite part of beach day. Still, I tolerate it because I know that right after, he'll fluff me up with a towel, and I'll smell less like salt water and more like Henry's favorite dog shampoo. And then, finally, it's time to collapse. I curl up in my bed, nose buried in my paws, drifting off almost instantly. And wouldn't you know it, the beach is right there waiting for me in my dreams. The waves, the sand, the glorious freedom. I'm running along the shore without a care in the world, my paws light and my heart happy. It's funny, I think humans believe they have to go somewhere special or do something big to feel this free. But we dogs, we know that freedom is wherever your favorite people are, and wherever you can be your truest self. And for me, that place will always be the beach with Henry. As I fall deeper into sleep, a little snort escapes my nose. I know tomorrow will bring its own routine, its own little rituals and habits. But for now, I'm back at the beach, running wild. Just me, the sand, and the sea. And I wouldn't have it any other way.